What's up guys, it's Amanda, and today I have for you a review of the ASUS MX27AQ. Now you can find this monitor for about $500 or less, and I'll have links down below. This thing not only physically looks great, but with a 25.6 by 1440 display, the screen resolution is crispy as well. And just look at that bezel. ASUS managed to fit this all in a 0.1 centimeter bezel, and I mean, Pebble couldn't even do that with the Pebble time, so props to ASUS for pulling that off. And what bezel it does have, along with the bottom and the stand as well, is all wrapped in this metal, and it looks fantastic. While these sundial displays first introduced in the 1080p monitors do look fantastic, but for some they are a deal breaker. There is no Vesa mount and there is no height adjustment, though you can adjust it for the viewing angle to suit you best. With my current setup, I already have a monitor riser and I don't plan on mounting this, so that was no issue to me myself. So again, this thing has a 27-inch matte IPS display. The colors look amazing, and this thing has a 178-degree viewing angle, and if you go back and look, I've showed you some pretty extreme angles, and this thing always looks fantastic. Switching around to the back side of this where the I/O is located, first up you'll see there's an MHL input, which can also be used for HDMI. Then there's two regular HDMI only ports, your display port, a headphone in, your power input, and then your power button as well. Just below that, there are your buttons for accessing all the screen options, and then your Bauer & Wilkins ICE-powered speakers. External speakers will always sound better, but these sound pretty good for being built in. Another feature included is a blue light filter to turn down those harsh bright lights in the nighttime. And if we zoom in and take a closer look at that sundial stand, looking at the back of mine, I have this big orange thing, and that's to keep my cables managed right behind my monitor so they're not going off to the sides. And looking at the bottom, when you first get this out of the package, there are no tools required because ASUS has even included this little handle that you just grab this screw and give it a turn and it installs your mount. So I think you guys can tell I am really pleased with this monitor. I'm glad this is the one I chose to purchase. I'm glad I went ahead and went with the 27-inch versus a few of the 24 inches that I was looking at, since I'm only running a single monitor. Anyways guys, if you have any questions, please leave them down below. I'm kind of curious what all monitors you guys are using, so go ahead and leave me a comment for that as well. Like this video if it helped you, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.